Hi, I'm attorney Tom Lamb in North Carolina. In this Asbestos News Minute, I want to tell you about a lawsuit that was filed in November 2009 in Tennessee involving secondhand exposure of a wife of a worker who, the wife that is, later died of mesothelioma, which is a fatal cancer caused by asbestos. The story is this. For 2 decades, the worker, who was named Ruby Neely, went to work at the DuPont plant in Old Hickory, Tennessee, and for 2 decades he brought home deadly asbestos fibers to his wife, Ruby. Now their son, Roger Neely, has filed a lawsuit against DuPont and 20 other companies that subcontracted at the plant over the years, alleging that the company's failure to warn its employees of the danger of wearing work clothes out of the plant is responsible for the mesothelioma death of Ruby Neely. Essentially, the allegation is that DuPont failed to provide any types of warnings or instructions about the safe use of asbestos with regard to possible secondhand exposure to family members at home. With regard to Mrs. Neely, DuPont was allowing workers to go home with asbestos on their clothing and didn't provide change of clothing or showers to prevent that from happening. Ruby Neely died earlier this year of mesothelioma, which, as I said, is a cancer caused by asbestos exposure, which typically takes many years to manifest itself. According to this Tennessee asbestos lawsuit, information about the dangers of asbestos had been available to DuPont as early as the 1930s, but they still weren't informing insulators on the line at the DuPont facility of the hazards until the 1970s, when many workers had already died of asbestos-related disease. According to the lawsuit, Ruby Neely, the worker, would cut, mold, and fit asbestos-containing insulation and cement onto various lines at DuPont. He also died of asbestos-related disease and had his lawsuit settled in the 80s. The Tennessee Supreme Court decided on a similar case last year, which involved Amanda Satterfield suing Alcoa, claiming she was terminally ill from the asbestos dust that her father brought home from the Alcoa plant in Tennessee. That lawsuit was initially dismissed at the trial court level, but later Tennessee's Supreme Court disagreed with the trial court ruling and reinstated the case, sending it back for trial. Shortly thereafter, the Satterfield case was settled under confidential terms. For more information, visit asbestoslegalwatch.com. Thank you and have a good day.